Welcome, folks. We are here. The moment is finally here. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. Smelling good. You know, I am the Pharaoh, your host of this special episode of Enter the Tomb, Slammy Awards edition, season end awards, Hall of Fame ceremony, and the opening of XPW 10, all rolled into one special episode. This is Enter the Tomb. Justin Wilson, aka the Pharaoh, your host. We're waiting on a couple of more management members to fill in, make their presence known so they can help facilitate this award show. But if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for all the comments so far. I'm reading them. And hit like, whatever you can, to help us out for our channel. If you're join the Discord, be part of the community, become a Gold Elite member, whatever you can to support the server. We greatly appreciate it. We have a great season coming up. All right, so we're still waiting on a couple more management members, but I think we have one coming in right now. Senior Beatdown, you there? It look like your mic's on mute.
Check. Checking in, check.
We can hear you, sir. We can hear you.
Folks, we are here.
Yeah. You're gonna have to turn off the.
Oh no, I did.
Okay.
I did. I was checking something. We did.
Gotcha. Hopefully your voice comes in on the other end, so. And people.
All right. I get make sure I ain't got no random thing else making noise out here.
All right, tell them. Let me introduce the new upcoming XPW General Manager, Beatdown. Welcome to the show, sir.
What's happening, my man? What it do?
All right, we finally made it. The end of the season 9 and the beginning of a new one, season 10. How you feeling?
Well, look, man, sometimes I can't even believe this been 10 years, man. 10 seasons. It's crazy, man. Like the ups, the downs, the trials, the tribulations. But man, when I tell you, it has been an experience, once in a lifetime experience, and I can't wait to add to those memories this upcoming season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. We had some great memories and moments last season in XPW and EWO, and we're going to have a lot more this upcoming season. But we're here to talk about last season. We're here to give people their flowers. We're here to recognize everyone and making sure their hard work did not go unnoticed. This is the Slammy Awards. We're going to begin with the XPW Awards. We're going to go to the EWO Awards. And then, of course, we're going to break down our final stand MVP and runner-up. Okay? So here's how things are going to go. We're going to start with each category. If you win an award, you probably got about 20 to 25 seconds. Is that coming from you, or no?
What?
I thought that noise was coming from you. I thought like we got a subscriber. Okay. So you have a certain amount of time to come into the chat, to accept your award, state your piece, and be out so we can move on. Okay, we got a lot of awards to get through. We have Hall of Fame speeches and remarks to get through, so this is going to be a packed stream. Okay. So we have a few tiebreakers. Okay, so this update, our Gold Elite members have the exclusive honor and responsibility of breaking the tie. So if you are a Gold Elite member, make sure you stay glued to the Gold Elite Lounge, where I will be posting polls for tiebreakers, just to make sure everything goes smoothly, because quite a few categories were in a deadlock tie, and I think it would be awesome if the Gold Elites can break the tie. Okay.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so let's get this thing started. I'll start from the bottom to the list. Okay, we are going to go with XPW Management of the Year. Okay, for XPW, here are the nominees for XPW Management of the Year. We have Joe West from as the Carnage General Manager, Prince Dalton as the Assistant Anarchy General Manager, Pharaoh as X Division General Manager, Adrian Coleman as Anarchy General Manager. So, what do you think about the nominees?
Good group of guys, good group of individuals. All of them brought their own creative inspiration to management of this past year. And some impacts were made more than others. Definitely had some gems come through. Definitely had some moments made, man. And we appreciate everybody's hard work over this past season. Regardless of if everything didn't always stick like we wanted it to, we still appreciate y'all hard work and dedication.
Okay. Yep, these are, everyone, have different roles this year, but last year, they started from the beginning all the way to the end, did their roles to the best of their abilities, and now the people will decide who wins this award. Okay. The winner of Management General Manager of the Year. This was a tiebreaker vote, and we had the Gold Elites break the tie for us. Okay, so I am ready to call it. The XPW Management of the Year for Season 9 goes to none other than the Anarchy General Manager, Adrian Coleman. Congratulations, Sir Coleman, on this great accomplishment. This is your first award for the night, probably be many more, who knows. So if you would like the opportunity to come into the chat, accept your award, now is your time. Okay. He likes to just come in whenever he wants anyway, so
yeah, he gonna pop in, probably interrupt somebody else's speech. Yeah.
There we go.
There you go, see?
Speak of him and he shall appear.
That's usually how it goes. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure how many times I pop by tonight. I mean, if statistics go to show, it'll be quite a few. But it's about time that I rightfully have this award, because I was supposed to have this last year. And I think Joe winning it was bias and nonsense. Getting hold the line, I guess, was the nail in the coffin. So redemption comes in full, and all constants lead to the God King.
Well said, sir. Thank you for coming in. I'm sure we're going to see you multiple times throughout the night. Congratulations on winning the XPW Management of the Year award. Now we're going to be moving on. We're going to go to the XPW Rivalry of the Year. Now, we've had so many rivalries in factions and in personal groups, but we're going to take a look back to see which rivalry stood out the most in XPW. Okay, who had the story, who had the build, who had the matchups, and the resolution. Were you satisfied in the rivalry? So, here are our nominees for XPW Rivalry of the Year. We have Pharaoh versus Prince Dalton. We have the new TGA versus the original TGA. Big spill at Hold the Line, okay? All right, the Pharaoh versus Evan Ritchie. The Royal Family versus the New Golden Army. What do you think about these nominees here?
I noticed a recurring theme. Like three out of the four nominees seem to involve some of the same people and factions, but if I remember correctly, I believe I voted for Pharaoh and Evan Ritchie just because to me it had the most complete storyline. It had the most completeness to it. You had the storyline, you had the back and forth in the matches. It wasn't one person that dominated, went back and forth, and then we had a solid conclusion. So that's my vote, but what we will probably see tonight, the universe moves in mysterious ways.
Yes, it certainly has. So this was a pretty tight race. It wasn't a tie, but we do have a clear winner in this one, winning 33.3% of the total vote. The winner of XPW Rivalry of the Year goes to Pharaoh versus Prince Dalton. Pharaoh versus Prince Dalton. And, you know, I will humbly accept this award. This is the first time in a while, probably since season 1, I won a Rivalry of the Year award. Me and Prince, it was, I felt like the build was there. Even when Prince wasn't an active participant yet, he was just talking crap about the TGA and things of that nature. And when I became world champion, XPW Undisputed Champion, he just kept talking and he finally came back and challenged me for my spot. And then, of course, the events led to another, and I lost the championship to Dalton, and he took over. And we had a big civil war about it, and you know, he won it. He won that rivalry, but I had the last laugh, I would say, because my goal was to make sure he doesn't end the season with the title. So I felt like I was successful with it, and you know, Prince is nowhere to be found. TGA is still left in disarray, but you know, I think the rivalry made an impact. It nearly destroyed TGA. Destroyed TGA on both brands, and you know,
Hannibal's rolling in the grave, man. Y'all, Hannibal rolling in the grave because of y'all, man. That's messed up.
But we were in paradise. We were in tranquility when I was on top, when I was the head. But you know, look. When Dalton loses, he runs away, and now you know the pieces is just shattered right now, and it's up to someone, probably Sergio. It's up to Sergio, one of the original members, to bring it back together and rebuild the Golden Army. But we'll see. We'll see. Moving on, we have XPW Booking Nightmare of the Year. Okay, now for those folks who you know is not familiar what Booking Nightmare is, you know, we drop weekly shows throughout the year, and we schedule people for matches and things of that nature. And, this is more of an award to give to someone to say, hey, it's really hard, difficult to run matches with you because probably schedule conflicts or lack of communication or internet connection is just poor all the time, stuff like that. So there's various reasons. We don't know the exact reason why they are the booking nightmare, but they have been nominated on the list and the people voted. So we will find out who is the XPW booking nightmare of the year. So here are our nominees. You can back up from the camera a little bit. You just salivating right
Oh no. Oh no, I'm waiting for this one. I'm waiting for this one here.
We have Jake Titan, Beatdown, Sweet Tea, Adrian Atlas. So, Beatdown, what do you think about the nominees?
One of these things is not like the other. One of these things is not like the other. And I really don't know. Yes, I do. I can think of some, let's just call them salty individuals who probably put my name on this list, which is weird because, I didn't win any matches. I didn't win AI titles. I had to fight actual competitors for when I competed in title matches, or, I didn't just say to hell with it, take my ball and go home and just refuse to run matches for weeks. No, that wasn't me. Or, I just, wouldn't say nothing and then pop up 4 days later and act like nothing happened. That wasn't me. But, sometimes when you are a outspoken individual like myself, and you pretty much don't conform to nobody's BS, some people don't like that. And, that's fine. But hey, let's see how the votes fell out.
All right.
Yeah.
So, winner of XPW Booking Nightmare of the Year with 33.3% of the total vote. Beatdown, you are the recipient of the XPW Booking Nightmare of the Year.
I was waiting on this all my life.
Mm-hmm. So
let me take the shades off.
The floor is yours, sir.
So, shout out to the haters out there. I love y'all. Because of y'all, not only is your quote-unquote booking nightmare now calling the shots, now we're going to see if y'all going to practice what y'all preach. But, shout out to my other competitors. Shout out to the other nominees. Adrian Atlas didn't even make it the whole season. Jake Titan, how many times he disappeared from matches, promos, appearances, but that's not a booking nightmare. Sweet Tea literally won a championship off of AI. And then the person who had the AI, he had to AI him again. How did the person who didn't show up how did the person who got AI'd in their title match not get on this list? But I did. That's crazy work. But I'll gladly take this because now, if y'all don't practice what y'all preach, I'm going to cook y'all ass like a 2-piece chicken dinner on a Friday night.
Man. You've been holding that in, huh?
Oh, buddy, I knew it was coming, man. When you know certain things, when you know the saltiness, of a saltine or 3, things tend to happen that way. And I'm going to leave it at that.
All right.
The saltiness of saltines is undefeated. Just know that. That. It's undefeated.
All right, moving on to XPW Kayfabe / Gimmick of the Year. Here are our nominees. Adrian Coleman, Evan Ritchie, Alex James, Leon King. What do you think about these roll of nominees?
4 spectacular talents, 4 larger than life personalities, 4 people I've had the pleasure of sharing the ring with. And when you think of, what you want in a superstar when it comes to a gimmick or their dedication to your character, these four people are top notch examples of what it means to walk that walk and talk that talk.
Mhm. Yeah, these are great characters. They've been pretty consistent throughout the year. I think the most standout of characters and gimmicks that was in the Discord. So we're gonna reveal our winner. So the winner of XPW Gimmick of the Year goes to the God King, Adrian Coleman.
That's two for him.
Winning
That's
his
two for the
second
night.
Slammy of the night. God King, Adrian Coleman, you are our Gimmick of the Year. The God King has returned in ring and picked up like he never left. Became World Heavyweight Champion, becoming King of King Champion, King of Kings Champion, just dominating. You know, he may even break his previous record. You know, that's what type of run he's probably on right now. So, Adrian Coleman, if you want to come in and accept the award once again, the floor is open to you to re-enter and accept your Slammy for Gimmick of the Year. Okay, so it looks like he's occupied at the moment, or he's making his way in. So we're probably just gonna transition to a new category, and you know, if Coleman decides to jump in, he'll address this and accept his Slammy. He'll be in anyway. So all right, moving on. XPW Worst Superstar of the Year. Now, this is a superstar who hasn't won much. Very poor in the ring, poor in promos, poor all around, possibly. It's just who has the worst performance as a wrestler in XPW. So, here are our nominees for XPW Worst Superstar of the Year. A reoccurring name: Jake Titan, Vegatron, Adrian Atlas, Rez. What do you think about these nominees?
Damn. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit. If Jake win this gonna be like his what? Third in a row?
Possibly fourth. Possibly fourth.
Jeez. I'm not surprised Vegas on here. A lot of people dislike him or felt annoyed by him. Adrian Atlas once again. How again that just proves my point about the couple categories ago, but one and then Reyes. Oh man, it's crazy, but I'm gonna just feel like this is based on his early season work because he got better as the season. You know, he's one of those. Excuse me, he's one of those guys that had to learn his way into business first. Clearly, he's done well for himself because now he's moved on up in the world and he's actually gotten better in the ring too. So I'm expecting some nice things from him. So if he happens to win this, I would just tell him just use it as motivation to rub it in everybody's noses next season because I'm gonna give you plenty of chances to prove them wrong, prove yourself, prove everything.
All right. So This is a tiebreaker vote. We are tied between two people, and I have
Wow.
set this vote to the Gold Elite members to break the tie for us. And I think we have an overwhelming vote on the tiebreaker. So the tiebreaker is between Vegatron and Jake Titan. Okay.
Wow. That is, wow.
So
I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't agree.
Who doesn't deserve to be on that list?
I'm just looking at the voting, man. I don't agree with the.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with the. I don't agree with the elite members, but hey, man, you know.
But it's
Mhm.
and this is conflicting to me because one of the nominees is my trio's partner, and he's a champion.
Mm-hmm.
He's a champion.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, people would take that into account.
Yeah.
And successfully defending at finals. Well, of course, the final stand is not considered, and I think this was cut off right after last resort, so that the win should have been accounted for. So, all right, but I'm going to go ahead and close the votes for this one. The winner of XPW Worst Superstar of the Year goes to Vegatron. Vegatron, you are the XPW Worst Superstar of the Year. We give you the opportunity to join the roster. Our management members, moderators, if you can give Vegatron access to the chat, to the channel to join, and possibly speak his piece on winning this recognition as the worst superstar of the year. Obviously,
wow.
you probably disagree, Beatdown, of this.
I definitely do.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely do. Brett, having wrestled against both of them, only one of them didn't show up for our program. Only one of them didn't show up, and I'm gonna tell you like this: it wasn't Vega.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't Vega. But I'm gonna protect the sanctity of voting. I'm protected. I'm not gonna say who voted how. But I will say
we can't blame
some of the votes. I'm gonna say they're biased against personal feelings, and that's fine.
But I will say this:
people vote how they feel, not what they think. They vote what they feel. And that's not always good.
This has went through 3 layers of voting. Okay, the nominees through management. The nominees from management. The nominations from management, the general votes from the league, and the tiebreaker from the Gold Elites. And all 3 layers have selected Vegatron as that recipient. So, Vega, you can dispute it if you want, or you can come back stronger next season to prove them wrong. I would say no one has ever won Worst Superstar of the Year and then won the Most Improved the following year. So that's going to be an interesting motivation or challenge for you. So we'll see. All right. So let's move on to the XPW Most Improved Superstar of the Year. Here are our nominees: Sergio, Johnny Prince, Drew Drake, The Pharaoh. What do you think about these nominees?
Very interesting list, but a very complete list of people that won championships this season. their names were always near the top of the cards for the most part. Um, I can't really think of anybody that I would take off of this list and replace with. So you know, kudos to them.
Hmm.
I I'm rocking with it.
Yeah. Okay. And so we're gonna go ahead. We have a decisive winner, winning 38.9% of the overall vote. The winner of XPW Most Improved Superstar is the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh. Man, listen,
Damn, got you choked up over there, huh?
I was surprised, and then I wasn't surprised. I was surprised that
Oh.
I got nominated, and then I was
Mm-hmm.
surprised that, I actually won
Mm-hmm.
decisively. Uh, I think second place was Johnny with 27% of the vote. But I felt like this was my best year as the Pharaoh. Um, Usually in past seasons, there's some asterisks on what I've done or who I've beaten and stuff like that. There's some fluke wins and stuff like that. This season, I don't think there was any doubt. I like legitimately beating people this season on more than one occasion. I won the Undisputed title twice. And underrated, what no one really talks about, Evan was on a historic XPW championship reign. He was about to reach 200 days as XPW champion. He has the second longest reigning XPW championship reign behind Coleman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I ended that. Not to,
Okay.
gloat, but no one's talking about it. If I never
I
beaten
mean,
him,
pop your shit. It's your time. It's your
he could
time.
have
Pop your shit.
he could have probably came pretty close to Coleman's record. I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh.
He was gonna come because I mean Prince came along. Okay, Jason McCarthy's here. Hey,
I want to point something out. You're wrong. My IC title is the second longest reigning title
Oh
reign.
shit! That's what got his ass in the chat.
Put Evan above me. He's still a second-rate McCarthy. That's all I wanted to say. Okay?
wow. And he
Oh man. Hey man, live stream. That's why you gotta love it. Nothing like a live stream, baby.
mm-hmm. Let me just to make sure we're okay. So, Jason McCarthy, 230 days as Intercontinental Champion. I was referring to as the XPW Championship reign, as the XPW Undisputed Championship reign, because Evan had 185 days. Of course, Coleman, who's the first one. Okay, here comes Vegatron. I mean, he could. Can someone invite Vegatron into the server? Some moderators that are not doing nothing. Come on, add Vegatron. Give Vegatron permission to join the channel. But Evan, I'm talking about the world title reign. And I think I know why Jason is upset, because he lost to Evan at Final Stand Hollywood the previous year and added on to that reign, which is the second longest. I mean, It was an impressive reign. Evan was approaching. I mean, and if I didn't beat, and Jason should be thanking me, because if I didn't beat Evan was going to surpass that IC title reign. So I effectively taken Evan out of the world title picture for the whole season because of my 2 wins over him. He hasn't yet, ever since I beat him the second time, he has yet to win the world title again. And that's my trios partner. And I have to let people in on a secret. I was conflicted at Final Stand. I didn't. I considered leaving Evan in the desert at Final Stand because, when he was my rival, he pushed me. He pushed me to get better. All right, Vegatron is here. Vegatron here to respond to his worst superstar of the year, Slammy. Vegatron, you're on mute right now. Just unmute yourself, turn on your mic, and we'll be able to hear you. Hopefully, thinking, stabilize.
Trying to let y'all know here in the lab. Hit the mic, son. Hit the mic.
Yeah, you gotta turn on
the mic button.
You gotta hit the mic icon.
Not the visual. Discord 101, everybody. There's a mic icon and a camera icon. Mics for voice, cameras for video.
So I make sure my thing is.
Yeah, your camera keep going out of focus.
Yeah, let me turn it off, turn it back on.
Mentioned Evan and started talking about Evan and the camera just unzoomed for a second.
And I'm not throwing shade at Evan. Evan is probably one of the best wrestlers in the league. And, I was proud about our battles. I think our rivalry was great. Our matchup was great. And I improved. I improved 100%. I improved when I became Alpha Pharaoh, was wrecking bodies in the King of the Ring tournament, made it to the finals. Of course, I lost to Jason. But, I think I have improved greatly. So that's what I wanted to say. Can a moderator give Vegatron permission? You gotta give him permission to speak as well, more than just join the chat. But we're gonna keep moving, and when Vegatron's ready to speak, we can go ahead.
Right, because we can't interrupt anything.
Okay, so next is XPW Breakout Superstar of the Year. Okay, here are our nominees: The Pharaoh, Sergio, Derek Storm, Johnny Prince. These are the Breakout Superstars of the Year who took the next level and broke out to either the main event or the super main event, from mid card to the main event, lower card to the mid card, who broke out of their zone and elevated to the next status of their career or solidified themselves. So, like I said, Pharaoh, Sergio, Derek Storm, Johnny Prince. Who you got? What do you think about the nominees?
I think it should be Derek Storm. I mean, the boy had a meteoric rise this year. He touched, 3 different belts? 4 different belts he touched this year?
Mm-hmm.
From mid-card to final stand main eventer. It gets no better. It gets no better. Sorry what happened to him in the championship in the title match at Final Stand, but the the trajectory he took to get there was like, he got that first case, man. It was strapped the rocket boots on him. He was gone.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if we can fix his voice activity.
No, go ahead.
There we go.
Here are your stupid award.
There you go.
So
The
Vegatron,
first superstar XPW is here. You know what? I'm glad. All the little kids I used to bully now pay the $2.99 a month to vote me worst superstar of the year. But that's okay. I'll take it gladly. Cause your daddy coming back home this season. And Sergio, we coming for you.
I love it. I love it. That boy said daddy coming home to get his kids little Gucci Man records.
Oh
right there.
my
All
gosh.
children.
I can't.
I love it.
I can't deal right now.
Love it.
I can't. I can't.
I love it.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna keep on moving. Breakout Superstar of the Year. Do you remember the nominees? You want me to repeat them again?
The nominees, they were Derek Storm, Johnny Prince, Sergio, and yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You had a nice little run this year too. I gotta give the devil his due. You had a nice little run yourself. So I see why you're here. Johnny did his thing, man. Was in the world title picture. Ended Final Stand, the Intercontinental Champion. Solid run the whole season. Sergio, he had an up and down year. Started off hot, then he got into a little lull period. Then he got that lottery ticket and made the most of it. So I see why the nominees are who they are. I'm real interested in seeing who winning this one. Is that boy gonna get his third one? Is he getting his third? Ooh.
The winner of XPW Breakout Superstar of the Year goes to Johnny Prince. Johnny Prince, you are the winner of Breakout Superstar of the Year.
Type shit.
Won the World Championship. Did your thing with Wolfpack, and of course winning the Intercontinental Championship. So you've been having a pretty breakout year. So you showed that you could defend titles, so that's great as well. So Johnny Prince, if you want to come in, or if anyone wants to give, if you want to come in, just make it known in the chat so we know that you want to get in, and then we'll have one of the moderators, Angel, to give you access to the chat. So if you are, you can come in, but until then, we're going to keep it moving. So Johnny Prince, congratulations on being Breakout Superstar of the Year. Okay. Next up, we have X Division Promo Superstar of the Year. Who's the best promo in the X Division last year? We had a lot of new guys. So here are our nominees: Andre Perez, Davey LaRusso, Rich Phoenix, MX Goldman. What do you think about these nominees?
I am familiar with some of their work, but most of that work is in-ring action. I cannot tell you that I paid much attention to their promo skills while they were down in X Division. Rich and MX have since been called up. Have cut some promos that have caught my attention. But as far as their early days, I'm not too familiar with it. So I can't really say I have much to contribute on this one.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. You know, I was over the X division. We've had some solid promos for individuals who really put, you know, a little bit extra effort into it. They were able to see what others been doing and add their own spin to it. So we have a clear winner. Probably the biggest winner all night. Really ran away with this. The winner with 44% of the total vote. The winner of X Division Promo Superstar of the Year goes to Rich Phoenix. Rich Phoenix, congratulations, sir. If you want to come in, make it known. So management. Oh wait, Jody Pritz. Jody Pritz is here to accept his Breakout Superstar of the Year award.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hey, Jody.
Okay.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
All right. Congratulations, sir. You are the Breakout Superstar of the Year. What are your thoughts?
Honestly, surprisingly, I got it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised I got it.
Why are you
I
surprised?
was thinking I don't know. Like Breakout Star, like I've been here for like a long while. So like Breakout Star is kind of crazy.
Well,
But I appreciate it. This was a good year for me. Like this year was great for me, honestly.
yeah,
You know. So, but hey,
you've been collecting chips.
thank you for all those. You know who voted for me. Appreciate you. I love you. You know. Yeah. That's it. You know. That's all I want to say. Thank you for that.
Appreciate
I
it.
did my thing.
Good.
Type shit. And I will do it again this year. Type shit. Yeah, you feel me? Type shit. Yeah. You know how we do. See you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Hey, Johnny Prince is a cool dude, man. I swear.
And that's why he's at where he is.
Yeah. I see why y'all wanted him. So, all right. We're going to leave the floor open for Rich Phoenix to join the chat to accept his award as well. Rich Phoenix, if you would like to join, you can make it known to management and they'll add you to the chat to accept your award. But we are going to continue on forward. We're going to the XPW Promo Superstar of the Year. Here are our nominees: Prince Dalton, Evan Ritchie, Adrian Coleman, Leon King. What you think about these names?
Four different styles, 4 different deliveries when it comes to cutting promos. But I will definitely say Evan stepped his game up this year, man. That video promo he dropped, man, that definitely should be a notice to everybody that if you want to call yourself, you know, a complete superstar, and you want to know how to drop a promo that's gonna make people care and matter, you know, you gotta check out that boy Evan Ritchie. And now here we have, speaking of promos,
Rich Phoenix, our X Division Promo Winner of the Year. Rich Phoenix. All you have to do is turn on your mic, fix your mic settings, just to make sure we can hear you correctly. Yeah, because your mic is still on mute. So let me see if we can have people fix that for you, so we can hear you. But yep, here is Rich Phoenix. He's now on the main roster as the current XPW Tag Team Champion. A huge win at Final Stand. I'm pretty sure he is just soaking it in, you know, enjoying the drip, the long lineage of the tag team titles. Rich Phoenix is here to, you know, look back on his X Division days and, you know, give his thoughts on the promo superstar of the year.
Right. He's telling me earlier today, man, he's gonna have a lot to say You get to see. Here you go.
There we go.
There you go.
And,
I want to say thank you. Oh, my bad, go.
well, real quick, Angel, when you're editing their settings, turn on voice activity. I think that's what did the trick, because I just did it for him, and I think that's what happened. So just for future reference, make sure you turn on the voice activity permission. All right, but go ahead. Rich Phoenix, you are the X Division promo superstar of the year. How are you feeling, sir?
I'm feeling great. Thank you. It took time for me to get my mind right on it and like figure it out. But once I did, I got comfortable. I was ready. I was excited to do them. I was excited to cut them. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Appreciate everyone who voted for me. And that's all I gotta say. Thank you. I'm here all year. Year of the Phoenix, baby. Let go.
Let's go. Congratulations on winning the tag titles as well. So, and costing me the Intercontinental title, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Who
won the Intercontinental title match again? Remind me again. I partake of the devil's lettuce, so my mind escapes me sometimes. Who won that Intercontinental title match?
Prince.
Oh, yeah. Put some respect on that man.
Yeah, Johnny Prince. Yeah. It slipped, we're streaming, man. Get tongue tied. Stuff happens.
Live TV, yeah, live stream. That happens. I got you.
Okay, so the winner of XPW Promo Superstar of the Year goes to, with 41.2% of the overall vote, Evan Ritchie takes home the XPW Promo Superstar of the Year, and this is well deserved. I think that video promo he did just blew everyone out the water, kind of won him the award. The creativity, it was cinema, and I didn't see it coming. It forced people to get creative, step up their game. And I think he did another one during the Final Stand promo with Grants for the Hardcore Championship. So, and he's usually a quiet guy. Don't say too much. He shows up to the ring, does his business, and that's that. Second longest XPW Undisputed Champion of all time. And he just added Promo Superstar of the Year this season. So, Evan came in hot as winning 3 world championships in his first season. So he's building up a nice Hall of Fame career.
Yes, sir.
So, Evan, if you would like to come in, say some words, make it known into the chat. Our moderators will give you permission to join and make sure you can accept your award. So, but until then, we're gonna move on to the next category. Oh, there you go. See.
Well.
Oh.
Shit. Hey, what can I say? I've been telling the story the entire season. It's been the way it's been. That's all I can say. I've been doing my job correctly. Half these guys don't know how to do their job right. Hey, let me step up. Let me take the weight off your shoulders. That's all I gotta say. Let me take the weight off the shoulders and prove exactly why I am who I am for the entire season. That's been my job.
Wait, real quick. Jason McCarthy had some words for you. I'm not sure if you heard them.
I heard.
He heard.
Hold on. So let me get this straight. Yeah, big bro, listen. Your IC title run was great and all, but let me remind you, I embarrassed you in front of the entire world, not once, not twice, not 3 times, multiple times since being in this company. I want you to know that. My first season on the main roster, hey, don't forget, hold the line says I'll drop your bitch ass once, and then moved on to the Caesars. I kept dropping your bitch ass consistently, because that's who I am. I am literally proving my point day in and day out. No one tops me. The exiled Antichrist has proved his legacy. In this story, the Matonia is coming true. I'm taking championships, I'm leaving bodies upon bodies with it. Your name's not on that list for good. I promise you. Everybody's gonna know what I've done. Final Stand was a preview. And I promise you, season 10, Pharaoh, beat down. Pharaoh, you're my one of my closest adversaries, my fellow brethren and the saviors. Beat down. A man I respect closely. Thank you for both of y'all, honestly. But the bottom of my heart, I want y'all to know this. I promise you, any of you step into my problems or get into my business, I'm dropping both of you without hesitation. I promise you that. And that's all I gotta say for now.
Woo! This is
God Almighty.
the promo super. Look at that! This dude cut dropped a pipe bomb on the stream. Just accepted the. This is why he got the award. For those of you who wants to know how good of a promo he is, he just dropped one of the greatest Slammy Award promos of all time. I can't even say nothing. I can't. I have nothing.
Let's just move on. Next award.
Don't get in his way.
Next award.
I would love
Next
to see
award.
Jason come back when he wins something else. Just retort, give him a rebuttal or something. All right.
Good Lord.
Man, XPW Best Gear / Attire. Who had the best gear and attire of the year? Here are our nominees. Adrian Coleman, The Pharaoh, Beatdown, Evan Ritchie. The usual suspects. What you thinking, sir?
Hey man, you took the words out of my mouth, man. Usual suspects. You know, was not surprised to see Evan on here. You know, the man is creative. You just seen the fire and the passion. Coleman, you know, some of the most elaborate armor patterns you'll see in wrestling tights, and you know, he's low key behind the scenes. He's helped drip out some more people. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. We ain't gonna say no names. Yourself, man, congratulations to you, brother. You know, you've been persevering. You done came a long way in the drip game yourself. So I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that people are taking notice and giving you your props. And you know, me myself, what can I say? I've been doing this. It's been part of my stature since I got here. I've influenced the league in so many ways and styles and fashions, you know. And you know, I appreciate the recognition. All the real ones know, so I appreciate the recognition. So congratulations to whoever wins this award. You have there are no losers. There are no losers on this particular one. I'm gonna say on this particular.
Yep. So this was a 2-man race. It was a pretty close one, but we do have a clear winner with 38% of the vote. The winner of XPW Best Gear / Attire goes to the God King, Adrian Coleman. You are the winner of Attire of the Year. So if you would like to come in and accept your award, you know, you have access. You can join in, and you know.
Is that 4? Is that 3 or 4 for him?
I think that's 4 for him now. Yep.
No, motherfucker. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
No end in sight right now. So, all right.
Mm-hmm. You know what's gonna happen. You know how that shit goes.
Yeah. But until Coleman comes in and accepts his award for Attire of the Year, we're going to go to XPW Face of the Year. Who's the good guy? The ultimate good guy. The one who resisted from villainy. The one who always did the right thing in the matches and promos. You know, who's the face of XPW. Here are our nominees. Sergio, Andre Perez, Beatdown, Johnny Prince. I'm honestly surprised your name was on that list as face.
What have I done that's so heelish?
You've been antagonizing people. That
don't make me a heel.
Yeah, it does.
That don't make me a heel.
It don't make you a face.
How does that make me a heel?
It don't make you a face.
Don't make me a heel.
No.
You know what?
Faces don't get petty.
What we have discovered is that this company does not understand what the hell a face is. Okay? because somebody on this list, right? Didn't them and their partner hold somebody hostage to get them into a match? What kind of face behavior is that? Who takes a hostage? Faces don't take hostages. The Golden Army has forever been a heel faction. I'm sorry, how can you be a face in a heel faction? Can we explain that? It's only one person on this list that's an actual damn face. If we going by your standards, it's only one person on this list that's an actual fucking face, and it's Johnny. If we going by your standards, sir. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Well, yeah, by my standards, yeah, absolutely.
No, okay. So that's why I said, because I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm shocked as hell to see my name on the team. But hey, you know.
So
Look, this is in the land of who the hell knows.
So, you know, if it makes you feel any better, Sergio had the least amount of votes, you know, out of everyone. But of course, there's one person who took the cake, got exactly 50% of the total vote. So,
see, that his award, man. It's his award.
I mean, the reigning, defending XPW Face of the Year champion, the ultimate good guy, Johnny Prince. You have won the Face of the Year.
Order has been restored.
Yet,
order has been restored.
Again, congratulations. If you would like to come back and accept your award,
balance has been restored. That's all I gotta say. Balance has been restored.
I think Johnny's long overdue for a heel turn. You know.
Hey, chill. Chill. Everybody keep wanting my mans. Everybody keep wanting my mans to go against what he is, man. No, that ain't. That's why this award was nicknamed the Johnny Prince Award. Okay, it's what he does.
It used to be ECB's award. I remember the day he turned heel. Did a low blow, I think, on Johnny.
Well, see. You can't out heel the ultimate face. You just can't.
But Johnny, congratulations on winning XPW Face of the Year. We're gonna move on to the XPW Heel of the Year. Here are our nominees: Prince Dalton, President Pharaoh, Adrian Coleman, Sergio.
Okay, the universe is confused, because how the hell you gonna vote this boy heel, and how you gonna nominate this boy for heel and hey? Oh damn! So I said, let's see, heel and face.
I think I know. I think I know the dilemma. Sergio's just. Oh, here comes Johnny Prince. Johnny, you are the face.
And fate has been restored.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like, this is really my award, honestly. The only face that's really been around this whole time. Most everybody was like tweeners here and there, but like, honestly, I've been a good guy. It's me. It's my whole shtick. You know?
Does it wear on you, sir? Does it get tiring?
No. Being
a good guy.
I love it, actually. It's fun to me.
Do you just be like, you know,
it's like
do you want to just blow up like Evan just did a few minutes ago and just say, F to the world, I'm coming after everybody?
Nah, I'm not that kind of guy. Hey, it's all love here, you know?
Johnny Saint, look at that. Look at
you
that.
Know? It's all love here. We can just come together and be cool.
Oh, wow.
But hey, thank you again. Love y'all. We up.
All right. So, back to the heel. Any thoughts on the nominees for heel of the year?
Well deserving on all things, for all parties. Well deserving. Well deserving. Many heelish actions were taken by all four of these individuals throughout the year. And I think the funniest part about all this is all of you all were associated in a faction together at one point or another throughout the year. So which just goes to show there's no honor among thieves.
Very good point. Just wanted to just jam that in there. But anyway, the XPW heel of the year goes to Prince Dalton. Prince Dalton, you have taken home heel of the year. You was hating outside the club before the season, during the season. You know, let us go through Elimination Chamber and stuff like that. You waited until the pay-per-view season, the tough ones pass for you to inject yourself, and you took my championship. Took my championship. Took my faction. Took my Sergio, and I can't. Broke up. You did so much. You did so much, and wherever you are, F you. All right. So Prince Dalton.
He's watching.
Is he?
Oh yeah, I'm checking the YouTube comments.
F you, Prince Dalton. F you. You ruined everything, and you left. You're not even in here. You just gone on about your day. And now you try to do the same thing this upcoming season. You're going to hate outside the club, interject yourself, and hog up the main event. But I think there's some barriers for next season now, so I don't think it'll be that easy. But let's move on. XPW Workhorse of the Year. Who's been putting in the work all year? The in-ring work. Who's run their matches? Who's been available for promos? Who's been there from the beginning to the end? Dependable. You never see him have his matches simmed. You never see him missed it. You never see him taking a hiatus for 4 weeks. Who is the workhorse of the year? Here are our nominees. Prince Dalton, Johnny Prince, Leon King, Sergio. What are you thinking?
Interesting thought. Some people are stronger in some of them categories than others, but I'm not against any of these nominees. I'm interested to see how the people voted.
Okay. So we have a clear winner, but the other three were all tied at 22%.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and the winner, 33%, 33.3%. So the winner of XPW Workhorse of the Year goes to Leon King. Leon King, congratulations on winning Workhorse of the Year. Whenever his name is scheduled, he shows up, does his match, does what he needs to do. Tag teams, never see him miss a tag match. He's always available, always there. So Leon King, if you want to come in and accept your award, we'll give you access. Just make it known that you want to enter, and we'll take care of that. So congratulations to becoming the XPW Workhorse of the Year.
And give me my damn costume back. I let you borrow for one show. Give me my back.
Next up is PLE of the Year. What was the PLE from the year? We're going back from Final Stand 7, Hollywood, all the way to Last Resort just recently, this year. Okay? So, here are our nominees for PLE of the year. Rise to Glory, Last Resort, King and Queen of the Ring, Final Stand 7, Hollywood. Oh, here comes ECB. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right, congratulations on winning Workhorse of the Year. What do you think, sir?
Well. First of all, Slick Willie, Mr. Robert Freeman, I told you I'd win one of these Slammies, and this is my Slammy. Not Workhorse, it's a Work Lion award right here. Also, Jonathan, you're not ever winning this again. It's mine. This is my Slammy. And everyone else that did not vote for me, you're dummies. Every single one of you. Denims.
Hey.
It's over. Thank you for this. I just want to get that out of the way.
Hey, thank you, Leon King. You know, you snatched it. You snatched the crown from Johnny Prince. I think he was the reigning Workhorse.
He was.
So, and it's surprising. So, someone got to snatch that face. I think Andre Perez next year will have the shot of winning Face of the Year. I'm calling it. Andre Perez. All right.
But maybe I'll take that.
Oh.
Well, see you, Robert Freeman. See you, Slick Willie.
Goodbye, Leon. Goodbye.
Leon King, folks. Leon King. All right. So for PLE, what do you think about the nominees?
We definitely had a colorful PLEs this year. I do feel like some were more successful than others for various reasons, but we definitely had some that stood out more than the others. We definitely I think if we probably could have included a couple more from the stretch out of the vote, like I honestly think if this year's Final Stand was part of this nomination pool, it probably would have knocked it out the park compared to the rest, but you know, we don't want to compete. So just worrying about the four we have here, I still think just looking back from the twisted turns and the OMG moments, like for me, last year's Final Stand definitely did it. I mean, as we had Evan come here and say, you know, hey, I dropped my big bro on the big stage and let him know, you know, little brother's the one. And, you know, I'm sure there's other people that, you know, we had a lot of things happen at that Final Stand. We saw records get broken. We saw dynasties fall, new ones get built, and so that's the one that still just stuck out for me, man. Even throughout this whole year, like this, and I know it's supposed to be that way because it's the big one and it's the end, but it's like, man, it was from top to bottom. It was a banger.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Great PLEs. We do have a tiebreaker on this one, so Go Deletes. If you could quickly go to the Go Deletes lounge and make your quick vote on PLE of the Year. I think the nominees are great. Rise to Glory was great. The concept. We had the major titles being defended. It was pure wrestling. High quality wrestling. Not all the titles were on there, just a selected few. That was awesome. Let me see, what was the other nominees that we had here? We had the King and Queen of the Ring. You know, we had to add a bombshell to that. The King of the Ring tournament, multiple matches in one PLE. You know, a whole tournament in one PLE. Some great matches through and through, and a deserving winner. So. Last Resort, a lot of bangers, a lot of title changes that happened on that show. Final Stand 7 Hollywood, oh man, the set was great. It lived up to the Final Stand name. Shock victories with the tag titles on the line. I mean, probably happens, 2 Shock tag title matches 2 years in a row for Final Stand. So yeah, a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff happened from the show. So we're ready to call it. the tie was between Final Stand 7 and Rise to Glory. Like I said, once there is a tie, we allow the Gold Elite members to vote on who should break the tie. And with an overwhelming vote by the Gold Elite members, the winner of PLE of the year goes to Final Stand 7 Hollywood. So congratulations for everyone that was on that show, everyone who's participated on that show. That Slammy is for you. So congratulations on that. And of course, it can't be a PLE of the year without the main event. So the main events were good. Definitely, that's the reason why, the PLE was good. So I think Jason and Evan, who main evented that show on one of the nights, deserves that honor as well. So congratulations on that. Next up, we're almost through. Okay, X Division Superstar of the Year. Here are our nominees: Dizzy, Kobe Champion, Jacob Brooks, Skullface. What do you think about these?
Definitely some interesting names here. Skullface, I don't know what he's doing with his life these days, but I hope he's doing well for himself. Wherever he would be. Same with Kobe Champion. I heard he moved on to greener pastures, or he's over in Japan right now trying to hone his skills. Dizzy was an interesting soul. He's still around. He's part of the commentary team, but I saw he just got attacked, so I hope he's doing all right. Get well soon, Diz. And who was the last person again?
Kobe Champion?
Nah, I'm talking about him.
Jacob Brooks.
Jacob Brooks. I know he just got called up to the main roster along with a few others. I think I called one of his matches. It's a solid performance, but I look forward to seeing what he got on the main roster then too. So, shout out to these boys, man. They are representing in their own way.
That's cool. All right, so we have a clear winner, probably the biggest winner of the night so far, with 72.2% of the overall vote, an overwhelming victory. The winner of X Division Superstar of the Year goes to Dizzy. Dizzy, congratulations. Well deserved. He's on the main, he's not on the main roster now. He's an interviewer right now. So, Dizzy, if you're still there, if you're around, we would like to invite you in to accept your award for X Division Superstar of the Year. Yeah, he's made a great impact in X Division. Moved up to the main roster, did great as well. Had a title match at Final Stand, so it was great. So we're gonna move on. Now, this is XPW main roster Rookie of the Year. Okay, who's the main roster Rookie of the Year? First timer in here. So we're gonna go through the nominees. Oh wait, is that Dizzy?
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Dizzy, congratulations! You are the X Division Superstar of the Year. How are you feeling?
I just want to say thank you for everybody who voted for me. A 72% vote?
Yep.
That's huge. So just thank you to everybody who voted for Dizzy and recognizing, the person who just spins somebody around and makes them throw up. Thank you XPW Gaming for just giving Dizzy the opportunity to wrestle on their platform. And thank you to management and everybody in the locker room. So I hope everybody's having an amazing weekend, and keep an eye out for Dizzy in the interview phase.
Oh yeah, awesome. Thank you, Dizzy. We really appreciate it, man. I think if he got here a couple months early, he would have made a run for Face of the Year. You know, Face of the Year.
I really
definitely.
do appreciate it, guys. You guys look great, by the way.
Oh, appreciate it. Sir.
Appreciate it, man.
You guys have a good night.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right, man. You do the same.
Such a nice guy.
Hey, such a pleasant soul.
All right, so main roster rookie of the year, we have Dizzy, Rez, Daltino, Rich Phoenix. What you thinking?
I love this one. I feel like this voting should probably be kind of tight. Well, I could see it being tight, or I could see it going heavy in one particular direction. Maybe two. Like you just said, we just got done talking to Dizzy, man. You know, this thing X Division got called up, so made an impact on the main roster. Hence why he's nominated. Rez and Daltino. Talk about some rough rookies when they first came in, man. You know, they definitely learned there the hard way. But shout out to both of them. They both of me took their pain and turned it into motivation. And you know, Daltino, U.S. champ. Rez is doing better than he ever has before, and you know, I big things it could be in their future this upcoming season, depending on how the cards fall for them. And Rich Phoenix, another one, did his thing in X Division, main roster, call up, current tag team champ, you know, with MX Golden. You see the energy and the passion he came on with earlier. You know, once again, just another one of those guys. I think, you know, the cards fall right for him, the sky's the limit. Whoever wins this award, very well deserved.
Absolutely. So, the winner of XPW Rookie of the Year. It was pretty close, but this person got 44.4% of the vote. Come back up in here, Dizzy. You are Rookie of the Year. Congratulations, Dizzy.
44%. Another good huge chunk of the voting for him too.
2 Slammies of the night for Dizzy. You know, very impactful. Congratulations, Dizzy. 44% of the vote. Congrats, sir. So we're gonna wait for him if he wants to come back and accept. We'll let him come back. We're gonna go to XPW Faction of the Year. Interesting. Who is the Faction of the Year? Who ran roughshod of the XPW roster? You know, well, what was their impact? What did they do? You know, who stood tight? Who stood in solidarity? Let me reveal the nominees and tell you who. The New Golden Army, the Wolfpack, the Golden Saviors, the Patriarchy. What do you think about these nominees?
Well, let's just go ahead and take Patriarchy. We're gonna take them right here. We just gonna throw that shit over there because, you know, that's a faction I still don't understand to this day. How did that work? Because they spent more time talking about each other than actually trying to dominate the roster. I mean, 2 of the members have now jumped ship and realigned themselves with 2 other people to form a new faction. So again, that's why we're just gonna throw that shit over there. When it comes to, you know, I've had many a battle with the Golden Army, and it breaks my heart. Not really, but it breaks my heart to see that y'all split. But it was kind of funny that you let somebody come in and take something that you helped build and establish and create, take it right from you to the point where you had to create something else. Crazy. That's crazy work. Meanwhile, the pillars of consistency, the pillars of excellence, a model faction that all other factions should strive to build on. Because if you look at the legacy of champions that we have trotted out year in and year out, I mean, when people leave us, a lot of times, look what happened to them. Look how they did when they was with us. Look how they did without us. Every faction can't say that. Hate to be the dead horse of the patriarchy, but it looks like the patriarchy members are doing better outside of the patriarchy. Just saying.
Okay, that's fair
Just
point.
saying.
Fair point.
Just saying.
All right, so the winner of XPW Faction of the Year goes to, with 38.9% of the vote, Wolfpack takes home Faction of the Year. Congrats.
Another one for the good guy.
You know, I guess since you're here, you're gonna accept the award on behalf.
I'm definitely gonna accept the award. I would like to accept this award on behalf of not only the current Wolfpack members, which consist of myself, the Intercontinental Champion Johnny Prince, and the strong, solid muscle of the group, Kyle Coleman. But I would also like to dedicate this to the founders who entrusted me with the legacy. Monic, Iceman, love y'all. I still talk to y'all from time to time. They still got love for the business, but it is what it is. To Joe West, me and you have traveled these roads together, man. We went through wars together. I appreciate your time here, man. I just want you to get back. When you get that focus back right, man, I need that old Joe West. The doors are always open for you, my boy. I'm even going to give a shout out to Jake Titan. Shout out to you, Jake Titan, because you are a clear example for the community to see what happens when you go from being on your shit to not being on your shit at all. And I hope this message reaches you and motivates you to maybe find that peak Jake Titan that was once in Wolfpack, that once helped contribute to the legacy of Wolfpack. And then maybe we could talk about you coming home. But until then, me, Johnny, Kai, we gonna keep doing our thing. We had a little bump in the road at Final Stand. It is what it is, We couldn't beat Super Richie. We tried. The Super Richie, that guy that just came in here earlier, yeah, he was a hard fight. He was. So respect to y'all. But we coming. 2025, just know, like Deion Sanders and Colorado Buck, we coming.
And just to
shout out for them.
Just to defend Jake Titan, I think this season, come up season, you're gonna see a big difference in Jake Titan. He is going to drop the Phenom name for the moment. He is going to be referred as the Lone Wolf. Jake Titan. He is going to be the Lone Wolf. Jake Titan. So is a gimmick that I'm assisting him with, and
we want that old team back now.
We are going to see a revived, rejuvenated, an edgier Jake Titan season 10. So just stay tuned for that one. Okay. Tag Team of the Year. Here are the nominees. Wolfpack, The Saviors. Do not confuse it with the Golden Saviors. The Saviors, the Evan and Drew Drake. The New Golden Army, Sergio and Dalton. The Royal Family. What do you got?
I'm going to take my bias out of it and say, as a tag team, Royal Family definitely has even though Leon gets on my last good nerve. Royal Family did their thing this season. I think they secured the belts 3 times, I believe. Three. I think it was 3 times they secured the belts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hate what happened to hate the way that match ended at final stand. I'm sure they do. I know I hate it for my guys who was in there. But Royal Family definitely was doing their thing. But I cannot lie, I would not be surprised if the Sabres snuck out this as well because they had a sneaky good run in like the middle of the season that a lot of people don't want to talk about because a lot has happened since then. But in the middle of the season, they had a sneaky good run, which if enough people remember, I could see them also taking this award.
Okay. So, with 44.4% of the vote, the winner of XPW Tag Team of the Year goes to the Royal Family. The Royal Family takes home the award. Dominant throughout the year, winning the tag titles a couple of times. Stayed consistent, as a team. So, congratulations to Leon King, Alex James on winning Tag Team of the Year. Your hard work was recognized. So if you want to come in, one of you, both of you, want to come in and accept the award, you are free to do so. We're just going to move on to the next one. We have 2 more remaining. XPW Match of the Year. Okay. Here are our nominees for XPW Match of the Year. Number 1, Prince Dalton versus Adrian Coleman at the King of the Ring PLE for the King of Kings Championship.
Dope match.
Evan Ritchie versus the Pharaoh at Clash at the Coliseum for the Undisputed Championship. Johnny Prince versus Adrian Coleman versus Evan Ritchie at Rise to Glory for the World Heavyweight Championship. Triple threat match. Or Prince Dalton versus Pharaoh at Carnage in Japan for the XPW Undisputed Championship. So, what are you thinking about these nominees?
I remember voting on this and this one literally took me like 5 minutes to think about.
Here comes Jason. Look like you're here to accept on behalf of the royal family.
Yes. Listen, I just want to state this now. At the beginning of the season, I said this. I was going to come in, I was going to conquer the league, and I was going to leave. And what I did, I came in, I dominated, multiple-time world champion. I wanted to, move up, so I decided to team with Leon, and then we dominated the tag division. Listen, the ending of my time here did not end the way I wanted to, but I finished what I started at the beginning. I conquered everything.
And before you go,
That's have right, Brother James.
You have a rebuttal to what Evan was saying earlier. I don't know if you listened to that at all, but Evan said, responded to what you had to say, and was just going in. So do you have a response to anything that Evan had to say about you, Jason?
Evan is like a child. He gets a couple lucky shots and he thinks he's the king of the world. Listen, we all know he wouldn't be where he is because of me. If we remember his first season, he won a title, lost it instantly, won a title, lost it instantly. Me taking him under the wing after season 1 let him hold the title as long as he did. So soon, he'll realize whenever I've come back 100% and have to put him back in his place just like we did when I was a child, he will understand his place below me in the hierarchy of our wrestling family.
Mm. Mm.
That's right, Brother James.
Hey, Leon King, you want to follow up with that? You want to, try to go for face of the year and keep it humble, or
We ain't there yet. We ain't there yet.
okay?
All I'm gonna say right now is that nobody is better than us. No other teams has ever come close to the royal family. We're real brothers. This ends.
Mm.
This is all it's ever gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
And to those guys that got lucky and took what was ours, we're coming for them.
Oh yeah, I was going to mention that. PHMX. They took your title, so
one half of the new faction G9.
GIX, or I think that's the faction name.
Let's put this out there. They could not pin us. They could not submit us. They had to run and climb a ladder. I'm a big guy. I can't climb ladders. It was definitely a one-sided match overall, where only Leon could climb. But they proved they can sneak away a win. Just know, we come back next year and we take them completely out of the tag division. That's on your guys' shoulders for booking that type of match.
Mm.
Honestly, I blame Jonathan. He failed.
Oh, Johnny.
He failed and stopped. He should have stopped it.
Mm.
If he wanted the belt so bad, he should have stopped it.
Mm.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, that's true.
So how do you respond to the camera showing that you stumbled trying to knock over the ladder?
Robert Freeman. How could you say such a thing to me? I didn't know such a thing. Leon does not remember these things.
And
I remember one thing. He failed.
Real quick, while we're discussing this, guys, go to Elite. We have a tiebreaker vote for match of the year. If you want to drop in real quick and make that vote, so we can, pick a winner. So, all right, but go ahead. Leon. You say you got revenge for next season. Thank you for weakening Johnny Prince for me, so I can get my milestone victory over him at Final Stand. It was just perfect. It was perfect. It was textbook. It was everything I thought it was going to be, and I thank you two for putting him in that position for me.
Well, Slick Willie wasn't my choice, but good for you for taking advantage. It was smart of you. Smart.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you that. But I'm just saying, I don't like Johnny all that much. But I do know that I think that if he was 100%, he likely would have defeated you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but hey, can't do nothing about it. So thank you, Royal Family, for coming in. Mm-hmm. I appreciate it.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
Thank you. Beatdown. So back to match of the year. I listed the nominees. What are you thinking?
I enjoyed all those matches.
Okay.
As I look at the tie-breaking vote happen, I was actually surprised to see. Well, no, I'm not surprised to see that one person is involved in both matches, because what can I say? That person puts on a damn good show.
Common denominator. Okay. So we had a tiebreaker between Prince Dalton versus Coleman at the King of the Ring for the King of Kings Championship, or the triple threat match between Johnny, Coleman, and Evan Ritchie, triple threat match at the Rise to Glory pay-per-view for the World Heavyweight Championship. And the winner, and we're going to go ahead and call it, the winner of match of the year goes to Johnny Prince versus Adrian Coleman versus Evan Ritchie. Triple threat match at Rise to Glory for the World Heavyweight Championship. This match is really special because it was Evan stepping into the ring against Coleman, Adrian Coleman, for the very first time. Johnny Prince getting his rematch because he's a master at triple threat matches. And Coleman, had the odds against him, to perform and to walk out as champion. And he surely did that. And, Coleman proved to everyone why he's the Alpha Omega. Coleman proved why he is the greatest of all time. And he pinned Evan Ritchie in that match. So there was no asterisks, there was no questions, there was no, there was nothing to say about it because Coleman did exactly what he sought out to do. And I know Evan should be fuming that he wasn't able to get his payback at Final Stand. He was a little bit lower on the card. I think that loss really sent him pretty down the card, and he didn't capitalize in the hardcore match against Dema, but he did come out on top in the trios match. I think he had a lot of fire in the trios match at Final Stand, and I think
it looked like it carried over.
His singles run is about to be something to see next season. So you never hear of a bad back-to-back season from Evan. So
no, you never do. You never do.
So we'll see. So congratulations to Johnny Prince, Coleman, and Evan Ritchie for your triple threat match at Rise to Glory. You have won Match of the Year. Congratulations. Goat was telling me to say something. He hasn't, not yet. Well, okay. So now the main award of the Slammies on the XPW side is the Superstar of the Year award. XPW Superstar of the Year. Here are our nominees: Prince Dalton, Evan Ritchie, The Pharaoh, Alex James. Who you got?
You know what? I'm gonna say Ritchie.
Ritchie, okay.
I got Evan Ritchie.
The winner of XPW Superstar of the Year goes to Prince Dalton with 55.6% of the vote. Over half. He was a good. I won't say he's a good champion, but he was a champion. He survived throughout.
Damn.
He survived.
Damn, you go.
He been in the.
Look at you.
He's been in
digging the knife in your old partner thing.
He's been in the main event picture from the time of his first match to his last one this season. So he kept himself relevant throughout the season. By hook or by crook.
So I bet you just had the biggest smile on your face watching that Final Stand match, huh? You just had the biggest smile on your face.
I just wanted him to lose. I wanted him to lose. So, and it happened. And I don't know how I feel about Sergio winning. I'm glad that Sergio's broken free from Dalton and he can be his own man. And maybe he can reform the Golden Arby into a better image. But Sergio betrayed me and handed the keys to Dalton. And I got my lick back. I got my get back in the King of the Ring tournament. So I don't know how to feel about Sergio right now, but we'll see. All right. So before we move on to the EWO Slammies, there's a little bit of business we have to do with the XPW Gaming president for season 10. You know, this is just half of the vote because EWO side had to vote as well. So I will reveal all of the nominees for XPW Gaming President for season 10. Here are, and these are including the nominees, the 2 nominees, and then everyone else who's written in. Okay. The Pharaoh, Mac Dixon,
Boy, what the hell?
Beatdown, Sergio, Gil Coleman. Okay. Do you want to inquire on this or?
This, you know what? This is the America in 2025. Yeah, this is an American style candidacy right here, because what the hell? These candidates this is all over the place. But yeah.
So I'll see.
Yeah,
I'll see that. I'll just give the top 3.
Oh Lord, yeah. I can't wait for this.
3rd place. On the this is half of the vote. I'll tally everything on the EWR side later. This is who did on the XPW side. Okay. Beatdown. You have 4 votes.
Oh, really?
4 votes out of 18. 4 votes out of 18. Okay. So Mac Dixon and myself are tied at 6 votes on the XPW side. So those are the top votes right now. So depending on who does what in EWO side will determine the XPW president. But I'm shocked. Mac Dixon got 6 freaking votes. 33.3% of the voting. Deadlock with me. So, depending on what happens with EWO, Mac Dixon could be your new XPW president. So, we just have to wait to see what happens on that side. So, let's go ahead and get into EWO territory.
Wow.
All right, we're gonna try a little bit quicker on this side because we got to get through the Hall of Fame as well and the news for XPW season 10. So we're gonna try to get through this real quick. So management of the year is between 2 candidates, Sergio of EWO and Beatdown of the Bombshell division. The winner of management of the year with 83.3% of the vote is Sergio of EWO. So of course his roster people voted for him, stuff like that. So congratulations, Sergio, on winning management of the year. Congratulations. Okay, you can come in if you would like to accept your award. So we're going to keep on moving. Next thing is EWO Rivalry of the Year. Here are our nominees. We have Angel Rivera versus Ace McCarthy. We have Gil Coleman versus Dushan. We have Limelight versus BSS. We have President Pharaoh versus Brian Roy. So we've been going at it all last season.
Got to be that is a petty nomination if I ain't never seen.
Petty. Okay, so
they don't even wrestle. Shit.
Yeah. So with the EWO Rivalry of the Year, this is a clear winner with 50% of the overall vote. The winner will be Limelight versus BSS. They take home Rivalry of the Year. If anyone from Limelight or BSS would like to... Wait a minute, is this Dalton?
Yeah, it's me.
Where the hell he come from?
You know, I wanted to give my input on being the greatest superstar of this whole season, back-to-back seasons.
XPW Superstar of the Year. Congratulations, Dalton.
Let's get this out of the way real quick. You know why I'm the best? Look at my title reign. Watch, Sergio won't even get past the first PLE on his stupid reign he got. He got this reign because of me. Remember this. He got in that main event because of me. When I'm back, I'm going to kick his ass and take what's mine.
Oh, God. Sergio.
So, just wait. Wait for me, Sergio. I know you want to be my shadow again, so I'll be there. Watch your back every second of this reign. Print out.
See, it's crazy. You was backing him up the whole year, Sergio. And the moment you get your shine, Dalton was like, now is on site. Wow.
I definitely didn't expect that one.
Wow.
I did not expect that one.
Sergio, you already have the floor to come in here and accept your Management of the Year award, but you have to come in here to respond to what Dalton had to say about you of winning the Undisputed Championship. That's insane. But, and of course, Limelight, BSS, you have won Rivalry of the Year. If any member of your faction would like to come in and accept this award, there we go. Ace McCarthy. The Ace. Ace, talk to us, man. What's going on?
Well, since no one else wanted to show up, I decided to grace you all with my presence for now. You know, I might have been on top. Everyone in EWO stealing our phrase. We showed up, we dominated, we went away, and people still talking about us. No doubt we won the reward. We're gonna have more to come. And I want to say this now. You all didn't vote for my boy Gil. That's a low blow.
For what award? Okay. Oh, okay. Gil Coleman versus Ducharme. Okay, yeah, that was a good one. Oh, the undisputed EWO champion Brian Roy, the foreman, is here. You have won Rivalry of the Year for BSS. Are you here, sir?
All I want to say is this is not going to be the first time I join this. There's going to be many more awards tonight to join. I just want to say, I want to start off with saying there's been a lot of talk going on with the order and all this other stuff, but we're here to talk about Rivalry of the Year. And I just want to let you know that this award just means to everybody in the locker room that you guys don't step with us, if you don't obey us, you guys can go down just like Limelight. That's all I got to say for tonight. Thank you. I'll be back.
Thank you, champ. I appreciate your kind words, and thank you, Ace McCarthy, as well. All right. EWO Booking Nightmare of the Year. Who is the Booking Nightmare for the EWO roster? Here are our nominees: Adrian, RJ Smoke, Kurt Gage, Greg Hughes. Would you like to add some thoughts on these nominees? I think you're muted, Beatdown.
Yeah, I was. My fault. Hey, is anybody saying Kurt? I feel like Kurt should win this award because if anyone, can I get a show of hands from the people in EWO that actually successfully ran a match against this man? Because every time I looked in there, I would see him arguing with folks. I would see him calling folks trash. But you know what I wouldn't see? I wouldn't see no damn matches getting ran. So if anybody else wins this besides him, I'll be shocked. But then again, crazier things have happened.
All right, so with the winner of EWO Booking Nightmare of the Year with 66.7%, this is a two-man race, of the vote, Greg Hughes, you take home the EWO Booking Nightmare of the Year. So
I want to be a little messy. Who's the second person in the two-man race? I'm just curious.
Kurt Gage.
Oh man.
What you been talked about. So this was a runaway win for Greg. I can probably understand why people voted for him. He was probably a workhorse level last year, but this season was just fell off the cliff. It was tough running matches, but he picked it back up at the end. Won the title.
International champion.
And, I think he has his motivation again. So I really don't know why it got lost in the first place. It may have something to do with Limelight being on top, but since they withered away, the lion came out to play. The tiger came out to play. So I don't know.
We probably don't expect to hear from him because I know it's like, 3-4 o'clock in the morning over there?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's late over there, yeah.
All right. Kayfabe Gimmick EWO of the Year. Here are our nominees: Angel Rivera, Gil Coleman, Justin Swag, Grandpa Dimma. Who had the Gimmick of the Year? So, I'm just going to go ahead into it.
Oh, yeah.
The winner of Gimmick of the Year with 50% of the vote, Grandpa Dimma. Congratulations, Grandpa. The current Triple Crown Hardcore Champ. If you want to come in and accept your award, please do so. Other than that, we're going to keep it pushing. EWO Worst Superstar of the Year. Here are our nominees: Greg Hughes, Habib, Saint, Dalton Baker.
Who?
Saint.
Who?
Saint.
How? Was he? Damn, did he make it a month?
Yeah. He's been
Okay.
He's been enhancement talent this year.
Okay.
So, the winner of Worst Superstar of the Year with 61% of the vote. It was a two-man race anyway. The other one was a 38.9%. But the winner of EWO Worst Superstar of the Year goes to Dalton Baker. Dalton Baker, you are the worst. So, if you would like to come in and reject this award or accept this award, you are free to do so.
Is he around?
He's in the chat, but he's under a different name. Dalton Baker.
Shit.
Bryce. But other than that, we're gonna keep it pushing. EWO Most Improved Superstar of the Year. Here are our nominees: Black Death, Emiliano, Dushan, The King. Real quick, if you can, give some feedback on this.
This is Most Improved?
Yep, Most Improved. EWO.
Okay. Let's improve. Mm, I feel like I'm a little confused on why Black Death is on this list because I thought he was a rookie. I'm not sure how he could be most improved and rookie, but
Oh, wait
usually
a
you got to
minute.
be here more than
Do
one.
we have
Oh,
a Limelight representative?
oh. No,
No,
that's
this
you're reading that wrong.
Dalton
sir. You read that
Baker.
wrong.
Dalton Baker coming to accept or reject the award. You are muted right now. Dalton Baker, you have won worst. No. Yes, you have won the worst superstar of the year. What's your reaction?
Only reaction is wow. Just wow. I do support my haters, BSS, Black Death, especially Mr. Banks. Long story ahead for him. This season, things will change. The most improved will be given to me this season coming up. And I expect a better outcome in this upcoming season.
Do you feel like this award was deserved? Or do you understand why you could be given this award?
I understand it. I understand it a lot. But I only want to say one thing here. And the one thing I want to say is, Black Death, get off my back. Unless you want to fight, get off my back.
Oh.
I'm waiting to fight you anytime, any place, anywhere.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you, sir, for coming in and accepting or rejecting your EWO Slammy for Worst Superstar of the Year. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So, going back to the most improved.
Usually in my brain, most improved means you was around like your first season, you didn't do well, and then second season, took off like a rocket ship.
So probably what had happened for me, I think he was here last year, towards the end of last year, but wasn't a competitor. I guess I don't know. I got him confused. I guess he was. Yeah.
Hey, either way, he's on the list, so he's there.
So, the winner of EWO Most Improved Superstar of the Year goes to, with 38.9% of the vote. It was pretty close. Emiliano, you have won Most Improved Superstar of the Year in EWO. Congratulations, sir. If you want to come in and accept your award, please do so. We got EWO Breakout Superstar of the Year, who have, from their debut, has ascended, broken through from whatever they started in. Just started the season in. Had they ascended to the main event? Have they solidified themselves as the main eventer? Have they went from the lower card to the mid card? What was the most significant breakout of this person? So the nominees are Brian Roy, John Young, Gorilla, Logan Drake. Okay.
More deserving individuals. Can't wait to see who wins.
Very deserving. So this was a clear-cut winner with 61.1% of the vote. EWO Breakout Superstar of the Year, the foreman, Brian Roy. Congratulations on winning Breakout Superstar of the Year. You knew you was gonna be back.
Yeah, he said he was gonna be back.
You can come back and accept this award, or you can wait for the next one. I don't know. We're gonna move on to. Oh, where he comes.
There you go. Oh, no, that's Emiliano.
Oh, Emiliano.
Yo, hello.
Congratulations on winning Most Improved Superstar of the Year. How are you feeling,
I,
sir?
I appreciate it. All the votes. Thank you to all my fans, man. Hey, everyone knows it took a long way to get here.
Yeah.
I just want to thank you personally. You know, shit.
Absolutely. Yep.
And before I leave, sure as hell taking me a long time to get here to this point, but before I leave, Angel, I'm for last. I was gonna be mine. I promise you.
I think he called out Angel. I couldn't get a little bit of
Yes,
what he
sir.
said.
Yes, sir. Yeah. He was basically saying, yeah, it was a little choppy. But he's basically saying that Angel, he coming for you in that title. Before the season's over, this upcoming season is over, that is going to be on around him.
Okay. And the foreman, I think he just left.
There you go.
Brian
There
Roy.
He's back. Technical dip. There you go.
Congratulations on winning Breakout Superstar of the Year.
So you see, I'm trying to be humble. But y'all know I'm gonna be back. One more time. I'm gonna be back. But I say I appreciate it. You know, I put in the work. BSS. Not much I can say. I'm waiting for the big one. The big one, that's all without the big speech. You see, I'm at the big speech for the big one. So I'm gonna leave now. Give y'all time to, give out number 2 awards. But for now, thank you. I appreciate it.
Forming out. Okay. Bombshell. Promo Superstar of the Year. Here are our nominees: Taylor Rivera, Bianca Kong, La Gata. The winner is Taylor Rivera over 61% of the vote. Congratulations, Taylor. EWO Promo Superstar of the Year. Here are our nominees. We have Angel Rivera, Gil Coleman, Grandpa Dimma, Drake Laser. The winner of EWO Promo Superstar of the Year goes to Grandpa Dimma. Congratulations, sir. You are the promo king on the EWO side.
We're racking them up.
BSS. They're cleaning house. Congratulations, Grandpa Dimma. It's so nice. A lot of people can see it, all the members that's involved with this league, and they just come in and out, say their thank yous, cut their promos. We have a very deep roster on both PlayStation and Xbox, so it's great to see different members come in the chat and express their personalities and stuff like that. So we have EWO Best Attire / here we go. We got
Grandpa.
The Dimma. Is it Dima or Dimma?
Well, it's an internet, so it's got to be Dimma.
And
D-I-N.
Dimma? All right, let's call him Dimma. You're muted right now, Dimma. Gramps. So just make sure you turn on your mic. They'll be able to talk. Alright. We're going to wait for him to fix his issues. But we have Best Gear. Okay. Wow. Here are our nominees: Justin Swag, Brian Roy, Gil Coleman, Angel Rivera. What are you thinking, Beatdown?
No surprise to see another Coleman name up there for Best Dress. Once again, you got more BSS representation in there as well. So, they've been racking that. They've been staking that claim tonight through these awards as well. So, no surprise with the nominees. Just interested to see, for the sake of competition and a little shitty talk, who walks away with this.
Yes. The winner of Best EWO Attire goes to, once again, Brian Roy, the foreman. You win Best Attire. I was shocked with this one. Not really, but I didn't know. I didn't really.
I think it was his Homelander attire. I think it was the Homelander that did it.
I didn't anticipate him, being an attire person. He's great in-ring performer, but great attire. So, the foreman, Brian Roy. I guess he's waiting for the big one.
Jump in. You heard the man. Yeah. He said he's waiting for the big one. Big speech for the big award.
Here comes the foreman once again on another Slammy cleaning house. I think where we at 4 right now.
Like I think we had 3 or 4, something like that.
Okay.
And man, I'm surprised too. But you know what it is? I don't think it's all about just the attire itself. It's just I just be looking good when I win. So it just influenced the locker room to just vote for me. So it's like when you do it and you perform and you look good doing it, it don't matter what you put on, you're gonna look like gold.
That's the foreman right there, man.
Gramps.
Come on, man.
Gramps, congratulations.
Promo of the year, man. I appreciate everybody who recognizes a great promo. All right. First and foremost, I want to thank XPW for allowing the demo to wrestle on their program. I appreciate management for giving me opportunity as a rookie. I also want to give my flowers to the president, Black Saint Society, a rookie faction turned dynasty, and of course Angel. Without Angel, let's keep it a buck. Without Angel, there's no BSS. And also, listen, huge shout out to the King Sergio. Prince Pretty, he deserved it. Another special shout out to my opponent at Final Stand, Evan. I think, if you correct me if I'm wrong, was the only brand versus brand match on the card. And I think we tore the building down.
Absolutely.
Also, another special shout out is gonna shock a lot of people. Shout out to Logan Hart Drake. Without Logan, I wouldn't even be in XPW.
Logan.
He is a rival, but without Logan, I'm not in here. So thank you for everybody who voted Gramps. Remember to respect your elders. Gramps is and forever will be eternally grateful. Thank you guys for having me.
That's a promo. That's a promo right there.
Can't argue, man.
All right. EWO Face of the Year. Here are our nominees: Angel Rivera, Emiliano, Grandpa Dimma, Habib. We have a clear winner on this one. With 50% of the vote, EWO Face of the Year, and I hope he can join in, Angel Rivera. Angel, you win your first Slammy. Congratulations, sir, on winning EWO Face of the Year. You can come and join in. I know you may be busy at the moment or not be able to speak, but if you can join in and accept your award. We're going to move on to EWO Heel of the Year. Here are our nominees for Heel of the Year. Drake. Oh, here comes the champ. The champ.
He's in here.
Yeah. Make sure you turn on your mic. You're muted.
He has graced us with his presence.
Yo.
Congratulations on winning EWO Face of the Year. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Honestly, I got a couple people I want to thank for this award. 2 things. I want to thank the fans and my peers for voting for me to get this award. We have a lot of people on both sides, whether it's Xbox or EWO. it's always a good feeling to get voted by your peers for all the hard work that you um, put into your wrestler and everything, especially throughout the year. It's a lot of hard work.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to thank, always got to thank my Lord and Savior. He gives me all the good ideas and helps me do well, all the improvements. And one of the other things I want to thank. Nobody would expect it, but I want to thank people like Limelight, people like BSS, and plenty of other people out there. They made me a better competitor, a better promo artist throughout the past year. Um, they've helped make Poppy who he is today. So just want to give them their stars for that too.
Okay. Nice. Hey, man, you deserve it, man. I don't think there's any face close to you. You've done it the right way, although the roll-ups is a bit heelish, but we ain't gonna talk. We ain't gonna talk about. We ain't gonna talk about that one. But no, I'll take that back. Faces do a lot of roll-ups, like Rey Mysterio and all of them people. So when I see you use the ropes, then that's when I'll raise an eyebrow and stuff. So.
All I want to say is, Swag and I, at Final Stand, I hate the way it ended. He hasn't talked to me since. But I want to say it was a good match, and I hope to see him in the future. I really do.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you, Angel, on coming in to accept your award for Face of the Year.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, guys. Anytime.
All right. So we got to discuss the heel of the year. Like I said, it's Drake Laser, Kurt Gage, Black Death, Gil Coleman as our nominees. Any thoughts on,
just real quick. I only think the only two people on those lists is deserving of the award is Gil and Black Death. Kurt and Drake, they were more annoyances and inconveniences than actually heels. So Gil Coleman and Black Death should definitely be the winners of this award.
Well, and it is down to those two. There is a deadlock tie for Gil Coleman and Black Death. So we're going to leave it to the Gold Elite members to break that tie for us to give us our official winner for Heel of the Year. But Black Death, he gets under your skin. He's always vulgar, got something tough to say, and the way he wrestles, man, you just can't really put your finger on his style because it's just so unorthodox, and it's just hard to get down. And Gil Coleman, I mean, his trolling abilities is just top notch as well. He'll talk trash, he'll brag. When he loses, he disappears. He's not going to give you that satisfaction of you beating him. You will never hear it. Any displeasure from him. When he's around, he's going to win, and he's going to rub it in your face. And if you do the same thing to him, guess what? You're not going to get the opportunity to rub it in his face because he left already. He's gone. But we're going to check in on the voting for the Gold Elites just to make sure where we're at. Whew, this is a close one. This is a deadlock.
It's very close.
This is the deadlock in the Gold Elites voting.
I think people doing this on purpose.
Oh no. Yeah, we're pretty close. We're going to close this down in like 10 seconds. We're going to close the voting down in 10 seconds.
It is size medium on a 50-inch waist. Tight.
Heel of the Year tiebreaker. This is close. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Gold Elites, you have spoken, and we're going to call it. The winner of Heel of the Year of EWO goes to Gil Coleman. Gil Coleman, you have taken home the award. Congratulations, Gil. You know, congratulations. If you want to come in and accept the award, that's great.
Literally.
You know.
That's wild.
But
I didn't think Heel of the Year in EWO would be the tightest race so far. I really did.
Yeah. The roster was the heel of the year, okay? Let's just say the whole roster was the heel of the year. Everyone did their part. Okay. So, we're going to move on. EWO Workhorse of the Year. Who was the workhorse? Who was wrestling in every match, participated in every promo, did their thing, you know, always dependable, always there. Here are our nominees for EWO Workhorse of the Year. Angel Rivera, Brian Roy, Grandpa Dimma, Logan Drake, our usual suspects.
I mean, at this point, ain't too much more I can say about these folks. Like you said, usual suspects. Nominees and winners, previous winners tonight so far, no surprise.
Okay, with the winner of the EWO Workhorse of the Year, 38.9% of the total votes, Angel Rivera takes home Workhorse of the Year. Congratulations, sir. These guys are nominated up and down the ticket. This is great. Congratulations, Angel, winning your second award of the night. Congrats. Being recognized as the Workhorse of the Year, Angel Rivera, the champ. Okay. Next up, EWO PLE of the Year. Okay. Oh, looks like we got a winner on this one. All right, here are our nominees on the EWO side. Final Stand 7, Bank Heist, Natural Selection, Rise to Glory. Are you familiar with any of these PLEs?
Well, of course, you know, Rise to Glory and stuff. I'm familiar with those. I remember, if I'm not remember, is National Selection the pay-per-view where I believe that's the PLE where Mr. Roy started his run, if I'm not mistaken?
I don't think so, no.
Or was he champion prior to that?
No, he was not. He was not the world, the undisputed champion yet. This is the Elimination Chamber PLEs.
Okay. Get a little ahead of myself. But no, I'm interested in seeing the winner of this.
So PLE of the Year, and I enjoyed this one. This is their first PLE of its kind for EWO. Very unique in my opinion. But you know, is now a staple in EWO schedule. And I'm looking forward to it again. EWO Bank Heist have won PLE of the Year. Bank Heist with the Bank Heist briefcase and things of that nature. So, you know,
not mad at that at all. That was a shot in the arm and a fresh idea, a good spin on the Money in the Bank concept. So I can understand why it won. And congratulations to the PLE and the creator of it yourself. Congratulations to you. Your creation being recognized for its creativity.
Next up, we have EWO Rookie of the Year, and we're going to try to get through this fast before midnight so I can open up the registrations for the league. EWO Rookie of the Year. Here are our nominees: Justin Swag, Brian Roy, Grandpa Dema, Wes Bank. This is an overwhelming clear winner. The EWO Rookie of the Year goes to the foreman, Brian Roy. Congratulations. You probably gonna end the night with the most slammies of anyone, including on the XCW side. So congratulations, Brian Roy, for winning EWO Rookie of the Year. EWO Faction of the Year. Here are our nominees: Limelight, Black Saints Society, MDM, the Golden Army. EWO Faction of the Year with 44.4% of the vote. I don't need all y'all to come in. Black Saints Society, BSS, you have won the EWO Faction of the Year. Congratulations. EWO Tag Team of the Year. Here are our nominees: Black Saints Society, the Golden Army, Limelight, Dynamic Duo. This was a two-person race, of course. They've been going at it all year. But the Tag Team of the Year with 50% of the vote goes to Limelight. Congratulations, Limelight. You stuck it out. I think that's 2 years in a row of the EWO Tag Team of the Year. Congratulations. Match of the Year. Here are our nominees: 1, Limelight versus Dynamic Duo at Final Stand 7 for the EWO Tag Team titles. 2, Gil Coleman versus Gorilla. Oh, wait, we have someone here accepting an award. Wes Banks.
What's going on, y'all? You want Faction of the Year, BSS.
Man,
I know what it is. BSS is on
you
top.
just got on. What you talking about?
It don't matter.
They sent the link, you know what I'm saying? They said, get our bags, boy.
You just, boy.
That's the president.
Boy, you one of those people that just show up at the group project just to accept that letter A, the A credit.
Put that name on the paper.
You
beat down. I don't got no beef with you. Mr. President, I'm coming for you.
What? This boy done came up to accept the award for Faction. This dude just got added to the group project yesterday.
Oh.
You joking? Okay. Boy, West Bank was going to win no matter what. He was a part of everybody's faction last year, so he was in the Golden Army. He was in MDM. He's in BSS. If he didn't win, that would have been something. Get out of here. Talking about you coming for me. That's funny. Anyway. Match of the Year. Gil Coleman versus Gorilla and Genesis. Brian Roy versus Logan Drake, 30-minute Iron Man match at Rebellion. And Ifua versus Gorilla at New Year's Bash for the International Championship. This is a clear vote with 61.1% of the votes. Winner of EWO Match of the Year goes to Brian Roy versus Logan Drake 30-minute Iron Man match at EWO Rebellion. Congratulations. That's another Slammy for Brian Roy. Brian Roy, the foreman, got another Slammy. Bombshell Superstar of the Year. Here are our nominees: Bianca Kong, Taylor Rivera, Alexia Lagata. Congratulations with 60. Well, there comes the foreman again. Match of the year. Yes, sir.
So all I gotta say is shout out Logan Drake. The reason for a lot of things. He's missed, but it's the reason he's not here and the reason I'm here. BSS on top, and I'm gonna get one more.
Good stuff.
All right, see ya.
6. All right. Bombshell Superstar of the Year goes to Taylor Rivera with 61.1% of the vote. Taylor, that's 2 for you. Congratulations, you have dominated Bombshell this year in EWO. And then the last one will go for EWO Superstar of the Year.
Where'd it go?
Here are our nominees, the usual suspects. Angel Rivera. This is like a 4. These 4 dominated the season. Brian Roy. Dushawn Rogers. Gil Coleman. What are you thinking about this one?
Oh man, well, we've already had one person come in and we had one come 30 minutes ago and say after they won their first one, hey, they'll be back for this one. Now they didn't care about none of the rest, but they done racked them up around the way. So it's interesting to see if he's cause shit, he ain't lost any category he's been in tonight. So this could be a sweep for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, this would be a clean sweep.
Yeah.
So I'm all 4 of those guys had great runs during the season, held titles, impacted the league. So all 4 are definitely deserving of the nomination. I'm damn sure interested to see who's winning.
Mm-hmm. All right. The winner of EWO Superstar of the Year goes to, with how many? 55.6% of the vote, the foreman, Brian Roy. You take home EWO Superstar of the Year. The guy.
There it is.
Came in, dominated, and walked out with like 7 on them things. Congratulations to the foreman, Brian Roy. If you want to come in and accept your flowers, this is the big one.
No, you did not say if he wants to come in. He told you.
Bro, this is what I was waiting for. So I want to say, first of all, I want to say thank you for the award. I want to say be down. Your locks are very tough. Also want to say Prez, we beef for a long time, but I appreciate that beef. That beef is what got me here, because at first you see me as somebody who is just flashy, the natural one, but I hate fueled me to be a better star today, and I want to say I appreciate y'all for that. Appreciate Sergio, great booking, and he never gave up on me even when I had my little slip-ups, my little losses. He always said, man, you're going to be world champion. So just taking that from him, shout out Sergio. Shout out Drew Drake again, being one of my biggest rivals this season, and just beating me and making me just mad. I want to just study him and just take him down. Shout out BSS. Shout out Angel. And what can I say? We at 7?
Mm-hmm.
That's 7, man. That's Brady numbers right there. So appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Racked up. Let's see what can happen next season, season 4. All right, now we have to wrap up the closing of the XPW presidency, the second half of the voting to determine the XPW president of the next season. There's a lot of more write-ins on this one, so
I'm not surprised.
I'll name off the nominees: The Pharaoh, Mac Dixon, Beatdown, Sergio, Angel, Gil Coleman, Dalton Baker. A lot of write-ins.
But that's a lot of writing.
Mm-hmm. Very diluted. It kind of diluted the
the voting pool. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I'll go with the top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Third place. By the way, Mac Dixon didn't get any votes in EWO, so
because nobody knows who the hell he is.
Yeah. So that tiebreaker XPW means nothing now because you ain't get no votes on this side. So you lose, sir. You had your word, but you didn't get no vote. If you had some votes, you would have won it. But
that would have been the first hand.
Third place, Sergio with 3 votes. 3 votes.
Okay.
Beatdown. You got 3 votes.
Wow.
So total, you got 4 in the last one. What? 7 total.
7.
For me, I got 7 votes for the EWO side. So.
But you had 13. You're right.
13 total. So with the total votes, the Pharaoh has been elected president of XPW going in for season 10. So
2-term president. Okay.
2 terms. Ugh. But that was fun. Mac Dixon, you gave me a run for my money. Beat down. You was always trailing there as well, and I was so surprised for Mac Dixon when I saw the XPW numbers. I was like, oh crap, I'm screwed.
Yo.
So
a Mac Dixon presidency.
We were deadlocked in XPW side. That means X Division and the main roster voted for him. But it is what it is. Maybe if he didn't campaign. He didn't campaign in EWO. That's his only weakness. He didn't campaign. So oh well. But that is the Slammy vote segment of the stream. We're going to now name off our final stand MVP and runner up. Okay? Our runner up, this person demonstrated, this person had a great match in final stand. This guy got runner up because he accepted a very nice storyline. Wasn't too much built to it, but the intrigue of this match really stuck out, and with all the ring rust in the world, he showed up. He had great kickouts. He had another match on the second night, did very well. Almost won the whole thing, but you know, his resiliency and coming out was very great, which is why he's the runner-up of the MVP award. I will have to give it to none other than GOAT. GOAT, you know, you came out of retirement, started off in X Division, did your thing, you know, took the match against Jake Titan to complete that story arc I set up in season 2, and you finished it through. Had some great kickouts. You got the dub. Had an impressive match on the second night as well. So congratulations, runner up. Your prize for the runner up, you get a paid for month of Gold Elite status. So I'll forward you the funds for the Gold Elite status, $3.99 for the month, and you can once you subscribe to it, you can go ahead and cancel it so it doesn't renew for the next following month. You can just try out the Gold Elite status just to see how it feels for you. So that's the runner-up prize. Final stand MVP. Final stand MVP is people, someone who is not about winning the match. It's about your performance, the importance of your role at Final Stand. Did your match deliver as far as performance? Did the story deliver? Did you do what you were supposed to do to make the Final Stand show the best it could? How was your engagement with social media? Was it good, easy to put your match together? A lot of things come into nature. It doesn't necessarily have to do with who won the match, but who's the shining star of Final Stand. So I've had discussions with this person already. I told him that he was going to win, and I thought he had the best overall performance on both nights, although he almost lost it because this one thing bothered me. He kind of orchestrated his placements on the cards. So I don't know if that should have won him, but if the match was subpar or didn't work out, then he wasn't going to win it at all. But the matches did actually turn out pretty great, and it wasn't like what I saw last year with ECB. So congratulations to Adrian Coleman. You have won the first ever Final Stand MVP award. As discussed, you will be XPW Gaming will go ahead and purchase you WWE 2K25 Bloodline Edition for the PS5 as the choice of your console, because we want the MVP to keep playing, and we want you to play the next game, and we want you to carry that MVP performance into the next season. So congratulations, Adrian Coleman. On behalf of XPW Gaming, thank you for your hard work and ending the season out strong. So thank you, sir. Any thoughts on the MVP award?
No, not surprised. He showed up both nights, ran his matches. He, like you said, he had a reputation to uphold, and like you said, he almost lost, but he didn't. And he had been saying loud and proud since MVP award was announced that he was coming for it. He was gonna get it, and he was a deity of his word.
Absolutely. But congratulations, Coleman. You did everything you possibly could do. So we're now going to transition into the Hall of Fame section, and I wish we could have this on a different night just to give these people, these characters, more of a shine. I know we're heading towards the end of our stream, and I don't want to speed run through this, but at least want to recognize the incoming class of the Hall of Fame, class of 2024. We have the first ever EWO Hall of Fame class, and as well the continued class of XPW that I just wanted to share. So I'm just going to go through some of the list. I think you have some remarks from the professional as well. Correct. So we have the first ever world champion of EWO, Brock Sokolov, being inducted into the Hall of Fame. We have EWO Alpha, one of the longest reigning champions, Showtime champions ever. We have EWO J Icon, the Icon, one of the longest reigning champions ever in EWO. All three are very deserving. We have my father, Osiris the Great, being inducted into the XPW Hall of Fame of 2024. His partner, Devon Hacksaw Coyote, co-owner, went in 2 years ago, so congratulations to Osiris. We got the legendary Wolfpack 2024 OGs of Beatdown, Joe West, Jake Titan, former trios champion, multiple time tag champions. All of them became world champions, and they joined up with Monic and Iceman into the Hall of Fame ranks, becoming the most faction members inside the Hall of Fame ever. So congratulations to the Wolfpack as a group to definitely enjoy that honor. And of course, we have the Professional, finally taking his place into the Hall of Fame. He's been a discussion every year, but for some reason we just leave him out and just opt with someone else. But this time we wanted to make it official. The Professional, has been here since season 1. Really did a lot for XPW. And of course, helped bring you in as well. You became a pivotal, vital member of the whole company. So, two dope boys, and very displayed, very nothing but professionalism. Did his matches, did what he's supposed to do, and he left. Sometimes he comes back, sometimes he leaves again, but he's always loved, he's always welcome. So congratulations to the Professional on this Hall of Fame induction. So if you have any other words for our inductees list, including Professional.
Yes, he reached out to him, let him know of this honor, and he did respond, and he shared his thoughts, and I'm just going to read off word for word what those thoughts were. They called me the Professional for a reason. Every time I step through those ropes, I handle business. No excuses, no shortcuts. Tonight, being inducted into the XPW Hall of Fame is more than an honor. It's validation. 2-time undisputed world champion, tag team champion, one half of the legendary Two Dope Boys alongside my brother and Hall of Famer Beatdown. We didn't just win, we ran the game, and we did it our way. To the fans who rock with me, and to the ones who hated me, you all watched. You couldn't ignore the work, and now the legacy is sealed. This isn't goodbye. This is just the next chapter in the legend of the profession.
That's love right there. Thank you, Professional, for doing what you do. Congratulations, and to all the other inductees, like Hall of Famers. Like every year, we find ways to give you, more benefits, more reps on contributing to the league. Even if you were here just one great season, you made impact for the season you were here to provide, whatever you need to provide during that time frame. Osiris is here from the very beginning, one of the first world champions. J Icon, helped build EWO from the ground up with the competition. People were like, oh, no one was around during that time, so that's why he won that match. No, we had some of the best startup, the best from XPW helped start up EWO, and they were just straight up dogs. Like, it was, it was hard holding on to titles and stuff like that, and Jay Icon was one of the best in the ring, and no one could beat him. And then until someone else did. Freaking Wolfpack, the most consistent faction in all of wrestling. Hate them so much, but it's because they're so damn good, and they're always around. There's always been some iteration of the Wolfpack since season 1. So, much deserved, especially with this trio group. Joe West, he hasn't been as active lately, but his presence is always felt as a GM, and he comes in for some cameo matches and stuff like that. So great on the Wolfpack on getting this induction, the first trio group to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Alpha, for the time he was here, I don't think he won the world title yet, but his Showtime championship run was legendary. It was awesome. It was great. He did his thing, and if he ever comes back, his name is still in the record books for the Showtime title. So congratulations for Alpha. Of course, the professional, we can't say more about you. And Brock Sokolov, all your records are all over the place in XPW and EWO, so congratulations on that. Looking forward to what you can do once you make your return in season 10 and of course season 4. So let me see. Good list. Thank you. You are official Hall of Famers. Enjoyed the rewards, the benefits. You have earned it. You have earned it. You have your own finisher list, so no one can tell you what moves you can't have, because you got your own list. Okay, y'all work on that list. You have more options to play from. So if you decide to come back and compete, so of course you're Hall of Famers. A lot of you are not here, but for those of you who like to come back, you got some benefits to look forward to. So real quick before we end the stream, just want to go over some couple updates about the league. XPW 10, the preseason starts Sunday night with Carnage. We're going to have the arenas pulled out soon. We're going to have a new card. Of course, at midnight tonight, we're going to open up the registration list. So once the registration list opens for you, look what you're selecting. Don't just see the first thing and click it like Hall of Fame. A lot of you open up the list and you click on Hall of Fame and just register your finishers. You're not Hall of Fame. Those are only for Hall of Famers. You gotta scroll up and pick the correct list. It's XPW 10, which is the XPW main roster, the EWO, which is the EWO roster, Bombshell Division. You sign up for Bombshell. X Division. Sign up in the X Division section, okay? Because if you sign up in the wrong spot, it's not going to count. And then someone's going to sign in the correct spot and take what you had planned. So don't do it to yourself. Read, breathe, click the button, register your finishers, okay? Gold Elite status, it's just $3.99. You're not paying for membership. You're helping out the server. And in exchange, we'll give you some cool benefits, okay? It's just $3.99 a month. You can even, I think in the browser version, you can do a free trial for the first month. I don't think you can do it in the app, but the browser, they probably give you an option. I made it so that you can you can do a free trial just to test it out. And it's just $3.99. If you like it, great. Stick around, because there's going to be benefits rolling out all throughout the year, okay? The first benefit was you can register your finishers early. You see all these people took up their finishers, and watch. Because you have your finishers, when you go into these tournaments, when you go into these money matches, you got the movesets you want. You got the setup that you want. And you can be successful throughout the year. But you're late to the ball, maybe you're not going to win a lot of matches. Speaking of tournaments, you can win more prizes, more tournaments. There's a lot of things that we are throwing into Gold Elite status, so you're not paying for membership. You're just simply helping out the server. People like Angel, who helps us out on the social media, Beatdown, who manages the rosters and making sure everyone's doing the rules, the recruiters. We're trying to get them compensated, or at least give them some kind of recognition or compensation to where they can keep on doing it. They can keep bringing in new people. They can keep bringing out new ideas to improve the roster and the server. So all of this is just to help out the server's total, help us, try to boost it so we can produce more content, become a world-class E-League, first of its kind, doing what we're doing. So everything has a purpose. Thank you for the Gold Elites that are killing it. We got 24 subscribers right now, which is amazing. So I think before the migration period, we only had 5 subscribers, and now we got 24, and we haven't even hit the preseason yet. So
steady growth, man. Steady growth.
I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of benefits for Gold Elite. We won't increase the price on you. It's mutual. You get a lot out of it. We get a lot out of it. So, and it improves the whole server. So, thank you, folks, for doing that. And another thing, we have tag titles come to the X Division. So, we're thinking about bringing tag titles to the X Division, bring them back to the X Division. They have a lineage, so we're not just creating another thin air, but you got to sign up in the factions and tag team list. If you're in the X Division, sign up so we know that there's a demand for the tag titles. We're thinking about trios titles for EWO, your own trios, set of trios titles. Now, if BSS is the only faction out there, we ain't gonna do it. So, sign up. Sign up.
Yeah, the boys need some competition. They need some competition.
If I see probably 4 trios, 4 factions, we're gonna bring those trios titles forward. Well, let's see.
That's a good number. Good even number.
Yeah. NBA League. We're gonna start that up tomorrow night. We got a few more rules to settle on, but I think we got it set. That's gonna be great. So thank you, folks. Thank you for tuning in. This is a long stream. We started at 9, 10, 11, 3-hour stream. This is crazy.
Appreciate y'all rocking with us, man.
We got
Appreciate
everything
y'all
in.
rocking with us.
Now we get ready for Season 10, XPW, Season 4, EWO.
Big teams, man. Big teams.
So thank you for tuning in, folks. I am your host, Pharaoh, alongside with Beatdown. Let's rock. Let's do this. Thanks for tuning in into the tune. All right.
Woo.